Hi everyone, today I'm playing Attack of the Mutant Fishcrows again. This is an updated build of the game. The developer, Wild Logic Games, otherwise known as Ricky, he wanted me to play his game again, and was happy to oblige. So I need to put the in-game volume down, but I'll do that at the menu. So yeah, I'll just be kind of going over what's different and stuff, and yeah, well, apparently there's like more levels and stuff now, so I made it to one of them. There, I can put the master volume down. I made it to one of them, but it was kind of hard, so I didn't actually like completely beat it. Also, right off the bat, this this master volume slider is like binded to the other options. It's really annoying. So I would appreciate it if you'd make it independent of one another. So like the master volume is just the overall volume, and then it's not affected by the sound volume or the music volume. These sliders don't depend on this slider, or the master volume isn't dependent. I don't know which is dependent on which, but anyway, it needs to be fixed. I think, at least. So display options look like they're grayed out for now. I think you just kind of built one. I don't know, actually. Maybe it just auto-adjusts to whatever resolution you have right now. But yeah, so let's start the game. I'm going to name myself Sahil Hoobity Doobity. If you haven't checked out my first video on this game, which is just like kind of a condensed thought thing, I would highly recommend that you do. It's I'm actually really proud of that video. I felt like I did a really okay job at like explaining myself and all that. So the texture, or well, at least the model for the character that you play and the characters in game, they're different. They're different now. They look a lot better, honestly. There's a lot more detail, and it looks way better than before. They actually look like humanoids. The other ones had like some weird neck stuff going on, in my opinion. But I guess I'll make myself all green so I can pretend to be Link or something. I guess Link would have. I don't know what Link would have. I'm not Link. I'll never be the hero of time. Thinking on brown boots, right? Sorry, these kind of screens just make me focus too much on stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. So this is just gonna be a pretty casual commentary and let's play material. Nothing too crazy. All right, let's go into the first level. So yeah, I thought this format would be actually a little bit better because the demo was a little bit longer. So I thought, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how this is going to go. So the game actually runs at 60, but my recording is going to be at 30. So yeah, sorry about that. It's just kind of the way it goes. So yeah, I'm moving around with the arrow keys. I can move with the control stick or the D-pad controls. I'm using a PS4 controller, by the way, if you missed that in the input menu. Let's talk to this guy. So when you talk to this guy, something kind of weird is that you can't select. I'm pressing the D-pad right now, and I can't actually select any options. You have to use the control stick, which I find kind of strange. I'm just gonna not talk to him right now, because actually talking to him spawns an enemy up there. It's that happened in the last time too, but right here I'm just gonna grab all these crossbow arrows, and ooh, I'm a little burpy today, so when am I not actually? So yeah, I'm just gonna go through here. I'm gonna grab all these things. There's a broom right here, which is our first little weapon. You can press the share button or the select button, I guess, to equip weapons. And yeah, I'm just equipping the broom right now because swatting fishcrows with a broom works really well. This has kind of been fixed a little. It actually feels a little bit better. Maybe actually, I don't know. If you're a new player, then maybe you'll still expect that. Last time I criticized, or I commented. I don't want to say criticized. Criticized is a very mean word, but sure. When you go through this door, you immediately just kind of like you hold down the right, so like you kind of just keep going that way. but I think I'm just kind of used to it, so I just kind of knew to look the other way. It's just kind of a weird little thing. I don't know how you'd fix that, honestly. Last time I think I presented a solution, but I don't think it was a very good one. I don't know. Let's see how many things I overwrite from my my last video. Okay. Yeah, these guys are mean. These are the Fishcrow enemies, by the way. Also, they have some really weird AI. Horizontally, they pose a challenge, but vertically, they're just kind of mean. If you didn't notice, if I just smack him and he falls down like that, it's like, okay, well, let me just like try to get to the bottom. Well, it turns out, well, it didn't show it there, but like if he's like directly below you, then he does some like weird AI stuff. Like, I don't know, he just like locks on your AI very strangely. Maybe I can show that with another enemy, but I don't know. It's not the biggest deal in the world. You can still kill him pretty easily. Also, yeah, it feels like you can kill these enemies a lot easier. Last time I was just like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm also a little low on health, so I can equip a potion by going to the menu and pressing triangle. So, yeah. This one is just overall regens health over time kind of potion, so pretty useful. I think apples are basically the most useful item in the game, because they restore a little bit of your HP and stamina, but they also they just work. They're just a lot of apples that you can collect in the... Sorry, I'm looking at my recording. It's kind of bugging out a little bit. Sorry. All right, let's go. I told you that this would be a really rough kind of commentary. I was debating whether I should write a script for this, but I thought just playing it and kind of talking over it would be... Whoa, you can attack the people? I didn't actually know that. That's cool. I wonder if there's like any consequences for that. Huh, that's interesting. I never knew that. So yeah, I can hold R1 to sprint and stuff. Something new is that you can go into these buildings and, yeah, there's like a bunch of interesting stuff in here. So yeah, you can go in here and you can break all these pots, and there's a bunch of stuff to collect. It's pretty nice. I wish there'd be like more NPCs and stuff in here, honestly. Because all these houses are just kind of barren. I mean, it's nice that you can enter them and kind of loot everything in them. And it makes sense within the game world, I guess, that like they'd be empty since everyone's running away from the Fishcrows. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of nitpicking a little bit. There doesn't have to be. It just depends on what kind of world you're trying to build. If it's empty on purpose, then it would make sense in this game. It's the apocalypse of Fishcrows. I still don't understand what a Fishcrow is. I mean, I know it's a fish and a crow, but like, I wonder where the idea came from. I'm really interested to know. Did the developer just like smoke acid one day? Smoke acid. That's what you do, right? That's what the kids are into. These commentaries are always very, very silly all the time. Did my room's not working? Oh, by the way, the crossbow works this time, but I'll use it later because it's actually one of the most useful items. I actually got it to work. It works really well, actually. I like the way it's implemented in this game. It feels really nice. It's a little hard to aim, but like it makes sense. I feel why it would be hard to aim. Kind of. I don't know. It kind of adds to the like tension of the situation. Is what you'll see. We'll get to that eventually. So yeah, I'm just kind of looting everything. I'm not going to loot everything, but I think I might need the resources, honestly, because this game is kind of hard, actually, after a while. Like, the platforming can be really rough if you don't know what to expect. Some of the enemies can be really brutal, too, if you don't know what to expect either. So I've only made it to, like, the 3rd kind of level, so... Ow. I'm just going to kind of go through all these houses real quick. I just want to... This video might be an hour long. I don't know how long it's going to be, but yeah. Woo! It's a fun game. I like it a lot. Usually I don't like to play I don't know. I'm not much of a survival kind of person. Actually, no, that's not true. I like Terraria a lot. I don't know. This game just seems like it wouldn't be my genre, honestly. But I kind of have fun just playing the demo. I mean, I'm excited to see what the actual like real game will look like eventually. It's a interesting thought, especially like if I record this video and I put it into the future, looking back on it is what I meant to say. It'd be interesting to see what this game turns into. Oh, okay, so yeah, you can dash in the air just by holding the bumper, and yeah, that guy attacked me, so cool. This is kind of where the platforming kind of gets kind of difficult. As you can tell. I kind of forgot how to play the game. I even practiced this a little bit. Well, hence the little bit part, I guess. You just need to do one jump there, is what I remember. Alright. And then this part's kind of annoying, because... yeah, I just take the hit there. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't get hit, but... Also, this bird follows you around, and I don't actually know what that bird's purpose is. This guy gives you a sword. This is the one thing that you need to do to open the gate to the next level. It's kind of weird. Oh, that's nice. Usually you're supposed to use the right analog stick to look around. There are some problems with that, though. It's kind of... That guy... Oh, god damn it, that made me fall off. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done a commentary like this in a while, so usually I've been getting used to like all the streaming and stuff. So you know, I guess I'm just an informative let's play. Maybe is the best way to describe these videos. Ooh, that was a close one. All right. I'm not going to bother going inside all these houses because, you know, I can kind of speed run through this a little bit. So yeah, you kind of beat that level. It's pretty standard first level. Honestly, like, this is a game where I feel like the challenge is significantly going to be, like, it's going to be a little harder than most games, I feel. Because I think it's meant to be challenging. As far as like just from like the game design aspect, like you'll see later when we get to like this cave level that the game just seems a lot more. It just seems really unforgiving at times. So I'm gonna spend my money here. I didn't actually gather too much money, but that's okay. I'm just gonna buy one little thingamajig. I'm actually gonna use the crossbow soon because there's a certain enemy that is pretty fun to fight with the crossbow. And I think it actually has some really good level design kind of built in there a little bit. Also, the music here is really good. Okay. So there's a pit right here. You gotta jump there. So yeah, I noticed that the just like the pixel art and everything, it looks like a lot better. It's just a lot more pleasant to look at. You can kind of tell where your character is a little more, compared to like everything else in the background and foreground. That guy right there, we're gonna get him. All right, so you can hide behind this rock. Oh, okay, never mind. But here, I'm gonna take out the crossbow here and equip it, and I'm gonna aim. Well, okay, wait, maybe I didn't... There's a fly in my room, great. There's a fly in my room, cool. Didn't... Can I not rebind the controls? Oh, man. That'd be kind of rough. Oh, did I need to actually, like, rebind the controls again? Oh, no. Oh man. I guess it didn't save my bindings. I can't really. Oh, actually, you know what? We can. I know. Okay, so ideally, what you would do here is, so the hit detection for like this boulder isn't like as good as it should be. I think it was supposed to be like, oh, you can just kind of like hide behind it while he attacks you, and then if you have a crossbow, you can just use ranged attacks to like kind of hit him under the cover and kind of progress as like you push the boulder. It's a nice idea. I guess it wasn't executed properly. I don't know. I think that was the intention, but you know, those bridges fall apart. Yep. I'm just gathering a bunch of apples apparently. Oh, whoops. I got careless there. Yeah, this game really punishes you if you get careless. Like, you really have to kind of take your time with it. Otherwise, you're going to have a really bad time. Okay. Ow. So I gotta jump here. This part you kind of have to push this boulder over here to... Yeah, that texture kind of looks weird. The boulder should be in the like foreground compared to the tree. It just looks a little strange. It's something that can be fixed though. It looks funny. But yeah, overall, like, I'm kind of not saying much right now because this is pretty like similar to like my thoughts haven't really changed too much from that first video. But when we get to the cave, I'll talk a little bit more about new stuff that's in the game. As far as like overall feel, it feels a lot better. It actually like kind of feels a lot brighter than the other version did, especially like during the day. So I feel like maybe the lighting was done a little differently, and I don't know. Maybe that's just something. It just kind of caught my eye. Maybe I wasn't paying too much attention the first time. So here, it takes you back to the menu, which is really weird. But you can actually play a new level. I don't know why it takes you back to the menu. There's like a weird, like kind of scripting things going on. Get out of here, fly! So I'm actually gonna rebind some controls real quick. See, nothing is bound to shoot by default, so I'm gonna actually use R1, and then I'm actually gonna change my sprint to, and then I'm gonna dodge left. First center 0. Yeah, I don't understand what that is. Actually, I like center my axis or something. I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess it's talking about the PS4 controller, but I don't know. I mean, we're not really using axis controls in this game, are we? I don't think so. It's very strange, to me at least. I don't know. I don't understand that, so maybe that's just my fault. But anyway, so if I click start again, it should reload the entire world, and there should be a new level waiting for us. And it's right here. So I guess maybe... I don't know if that was where the demo intended to end, but it's a little bit misleading, so I think it should go straight to this map again. Also, this is kind of where things start to bug out. So this is the new kind of like keyhole that I didn't show off in my last video. If you notice immediately, this bird's kind of freaking out. And also, I have two me's. It's very strange. It's like I've exited my ethereal body, and I'm finally, two with myself. And there's this bird dude who's really mean and aggressive, and I don't want to deal with him. Also, there's a new item. There's bombs, and they're pretty cool. So we're actually going to use some right now. Also, the weapons get a little... Our little menu kind of gets a little strange. So now it just kind of auto-equips everything that the next weapon that you equip, and the B button is broken now. So if I do this, it'll just be empty, and I can't use it. I can't actually equip anything unless I like select it with the cruiser, and it just auto-equips. It's very strange. I don't understand why. So yeah, I think there's infinite... no, there's not infinite bombs, but I don't know. I need to get rid of some stuff. So I'll just use the crossbow. Also, I found it kind of annoying that like okay, I guess the bolts don't usually. I found it kind of annoying that you have to like if you get hit, you have to take out the crossbow again, and then like use it. It's very strange. Also, giant smushing boulder things. Also, I forgot that my sprint button isn't. Also, there's like a white little texture that's kind of messed up now. I don't know what the heck that's about. Yeah, there's just a lot of bugs in this level. It's very strange. It's kind of funny, but yeah. Hopefully I can make it. Nope. Also, the music kind of glitches out too, so there's a lot of problems in this level. It's still, and I actually couldn't beat this level. It's very difficult, honestly. One detail that I do like is that you can tell what, even though you're in a cave, you can tell what time of day it is by the cracks in the wall that kind of show the light outside. It's very it's a nice little detail because like the color will change from like blue to orange to like dark and stuff. Dark is not a color, I think. It's a contrast of the color. I don't know. I can't speak English. Also, this backpack full is never going away, so just learn to deal with it, I guess. Yeah, very a lot of weird bugs and glitches here. It's very strange. Also, a nice little detail there is that you can tell where the stalagmite's going to fall. So I appreciate that there's a little bit of planning ahead. Or it's a fair reaction that the developer intended. Okay, apparently I got hit by that. I didn't even... Okay, maybe you got to work on the hit detection for that. This is really silly. So you have to grab on this wall, and yeah. Also, I need to throw another bomb. Okay, well... I'm just gonna kill that guy first. Also, he's just red now, so that's cool. Yeah, this level has tons of problems. Oh shit. Okay, well I blew myself up, so that's good. So I'm just gonna drink some potions right now. Actually, I'll probably eat some apples because that's probably the best way to recover health and stamina. So I don't have any more bombs, so that's good. So I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I have to go all the way back apparently because I didn't. My backpack was apparently full. Also, yeah, that texture, that little effect is not in the right place. Okay, that works too. I might as well kill myself, right? Yeah, there's a lot of weird problems with this level. It's very strange. I don't... Yeah, also there's like a path that just kind of leads to nowhere on the other side of that. I don't know. It's very weird. This game just gets really weird real fast. And it's kind of weird because the first two levels are really polished, and then like I don't know. Yeah, maybe this is just for demo. I know this is still a demo, so I'm just being too harsh probably. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of like weird issues that I need to point out. So yeah, I do like the little like pixel texture that appears where like when the boulder like impacts the ground. That's a really nice like little detail. It feels really cool, and the screen shakes too, so that's a really nice detail. I would like if you did something with the lighting with these torches, because it kind of feels like they don't really affect anything. I mean, if anything, they kind of show you where to go, or like what platforms to land on later on in the level. But right now, they're just kind of not doing anything. So I'd hope you'd fix that to do something useful. So yeah, let's also put the bomb there. Also, I didn't mean to do that. Also, what? Why won't it let me throw the bomb anymore? Was I not throwing it right? I don't know what the heck that was about. Oh, also, oh, great. I did make it to the end of this level, and apparently that's kind of just the end. So yeah, I guess I was, in the beginning, I was kind of saying, like, oh, I don't know what's at the end, but then I remembered, like, oh, wait, this is just an extra level I was added. It's far from complete, but it's nice that it's new in the demo. It's very difficult, because there's no checkpoint in this level. You have to, like, just make it start to finish the entire way. And that's good. So I kind of want to, like, talk about that, though, because I guess for the developer, you kind of have to start thinking about like what's the objective of the game? Like how does the player go about completing that objective? And so like I know like that kind of sounds strange because it's like, wait, isn't the objective to just like, you know, reach the end of the stage without blowing yourself up? And yeah, that's good, but like, yeah, I kind of feel like it's a little bit directionless at the moment, like, because it does feel like you're just kind of trying to survive these Fishcrows or whatever, but like, it just kind of feels. Besides that, it just kind of feels like there's enemies and there's obstacles, and I just need to get through them. Like, you gotta think about like story and lore and like interactions with other characters and elements of the game that kind of, you know, make it a compelling experience. Also, god damn it. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's just kind of missing all the like the core things that would make it like god damn. Also, I'm glad I don't need any more lives apparently. Or no, I have 0 lives now. Oh shit, I need to be careful. I'm gonna wait. But yeah, I just kind of feel like the old man was like a talkable NPC, and there were a couple talkable NPCs that you could talk to and they interact with. But like, is there like a reason for the Fishcrows that are here? Is there a reason that they're attacking humans? Is there a reason why they exist? How can we stop it? You know, like all these like little story things that maybe should be added. I'm sure. Again, as I always say with a lot of my videos, I'm sure it's a work in progress. It's just things that I would like to remind people, the developers and the viewers and people who may be playing this game to think about, because it's kind of important that everyone's on the same page, you know? Especially when you release a demo like this, you're kind of showing off what you have so far. And not to say that like the core gameplay mechanics aren't bad. I actually really like them. It feels really good to control, and like it's pretty solid. I like the survival kind of aspect of like you having to pick up things while you traverse the environment, and like I like that there's lives in this game. I feel like there's a lot of games that haven't done lives properly in a while. Oh, nice, I made it. I'm just trying to be really careful here. Also, when you're on the wall, you can't actually move the camera, which is really not helpful. So I'd really appreciate it if you could like move the camera so you could kind of see where you're going. Okay. This is a trap. If you go up there, you won't see this. Oh, I need to actually get the bombs up here. But this is kind of a trap. You want to go around this way so you know where you're going. Actually, I'm just gonna equip the crossbow. See, like moments like this, it's where like I have to make a decision of how I'm gonna deal with the threat up in front of me. Like, I like that decision making in this game. It's really nice, and I really appreciate it. It engages the player, you know, and it makes the player decide what they want to do and how they want to go about the situation and stuff. It's a great old time, and I think the game would. Oh shoot! I didn't mean to use that second one. Okay. And you know, it's got. I feel like it's coming together. So here's the end of the level, and I think this will be the end of the demo. It's coming together, you know. It really is. I feel like it is. I hope the developer feels that way. There's just a lot of things that like you need to refine. I feel like all those little bugs and all the little like maybe some, you know. Here's what I would do, because I don't know if I'm sure I'm not the only one playing this game, but ask, just like give the game to like people like who may not even play video games and let them play it. Maybe like people you know personally in your life or something. Because like I feel like the input that people who don't know anything about video games, and when they play a game and they like kind of move around and stuff, they ask like really basic questions. And like they have really basic concerns, and they really kind of get to the core of like how to play your game. Sometimes I feel, like for example, like oh, how do I jump? And then it's like oh, you press this button, right? But it can even be like oh, how do I get past this obstacle? And like you might think like, oh, you just have to do this, right? But then in their mindset, they might have thought, oh, I need to do it some entirely different way or something, right? So like, it's just like, I guess what I'm trying to say is try to get different perspectives of like input on how to improve your game. Because I'm not like, not that I feel like I'm gonna be a little mean because I really appreciate that you asked me to play your game. That I just want to say that first, but I mean, I can only play it so many times until like the final thing is released, and I probably will play the final product if it ever gets released, because it is. I feel like I'm invested now, so you know, I'm sure you're asking around, Ricky, and I know you're probably working hard on this too. It's a good game. I think it's going to be really fun when it comes out. But as long as you got to work on like all the little things, like there's these days passing by, right? There's like it's been 8 days or whatever. Like, what do the days even do? What do they mean? Like, there's just like a little bit of like emptiness I still don't understand about the game. And you know, you don't have to like explain it to me or anyone, but like as long as you like know what every little system in the game will be and how it affects all the other elements of the game and gameplay, that's what matters, you know? Like as long as your vision comes true, then, and your vision is, how do I put this? Your vision is, is represented in proper format in the gameplay and stuff, and your ideas come forth through the overall game that is made. I don't know how to describe these things. I'm full of shit as usual. But yeah. Anyway, I hope that was some helpful advice and input. I like what you added so far. I mean, I like the cave level. It was really challenging and interesting. I remember getting a little like because I played it before I recorded, and I was like, God damn, this is really brutal and hard. It took me like a few tries. It was really tough. But I eventually got it. And yeah, I feel really good about where this game is going. So good luck to you. Seriously. Just remember to like fix all the like little technical things, because small things can make a great game really bog down sometimes if you don't fix them. So that's just like a fair warning to you, I guess. Anyway, I hope this was a somewhat enjoyable viewing experience. I know this was a little bit it's been a while since I did like a little commentary like this. I feel like a month or two, so I'm a little rusty. I should really get back to it. I always say that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this was helpful to the developer and the viewer. If you haven't played this game, I really recommend you try it yourself and let the developer know what you think, because that's always the best way to... This is the cool thing about indie games, right? It's just like you can post your game on itch.io and people comment on it and they tell you what they think. And it's like, you're not this like big corporate entity, and you're not like receiving all these things from like, you gotta market your game this way and we gotta add these features because it meets our quota of like how to sell this game and stuff. It's just like, you can just do whatever, you know? And that's the beauty of game design, I feel. It's really when people get creative and start to make really interesting games. Anyway, I'm talking rambling and stuff. So, yeah, Attack of the Mutant Fishcrows. Check it out. It's on itch. I think it's on Game Jolt. It's in a bunch of places the last time I checked. And thank you, Ricky. I'm just calling you Ricky because I keep forgetting your studio name. For letting me play your game. I really appreciate it. I'm flattered that you would ask me to play it again. And yeah, thanks for watching. And see you next time.